Hey everyone, it's GuyWhoWorksRetail. Welcome to my first video. I'm starting this series just to share interesting stories from my retail experience. So recently, this woman came into our store and she had a big backpack, a big one, and it was full of stuff. I don't know what, because it was zip closed, but it was full. Now, at my store, we do ask people, hey, can you leave your backpack up front, please, right over there in the corner, and we'll watch it while you shop. And, we do this to help prevent people from, sneaking stuff out in their backpacks and stealing stuff. But per company policy, we are not allowed to require or force them to. So if they say, no, thank you, I don't want my stuff stolen, whatever, then we just let them go on and do their shopping, right? This time, I thought I'd be smart, and I thought instead of asking, requesting, almost commanding her to leave the bag up front, I would invite her to. So I said, hey, would you like to leave your bag up front? It looks a little heavy. I'll watch it while you shop. No, thank you, sir. Okay, well, enjoy your shopping. So 20-30 minutes later, I'm helping other people at my register, and I just noticed that she's leaving, and her bag is empty, flat empty. There's nothing in there, and really, really weird. So I'm telling my coworkers about this, and then when I'm getting pulled off, I'm telling the manager about this. It's weird. We don't know what was going on, but once I get off, the manager has me go and I just take a peek around the store. I don't see anything that looked really weird. There's nothing different. It just looks like our store with the stuff on the shelves. Some aisles messy, some aisles clean. It's just the usual. And so the manager says, he's not super worried at this moment, but he'll try and check the security cameras if he gets a chance. And so then he does, and he doesn't see anything. There's several times where the woman goes to her bag, but he doesn't notice anything out of the ordinary, other than the bag does get smaller, but he never sees what it is. And this is really unusual. So then I hear a few days later that my coworker also saw her, and it's the same thing. And over the next month or so, we see her several more times doing the same thing. She does buy stuff every once in a while. She'll come in with her full bag of stuff, and she'll buy a drink and some chips, a little bit of other stuff, and then she always buys it first and gets her receipt, and then goes and does a little more shopping, and then walks out without talking to any employee with an empty bag. And, we ask a few customers if they've seen anything. No, nobody's been able to see anything. We don't know what's going on. It's just weird. Why would she be leaving stuff? And this doesn't make any sense. And so I decided to go and watch this woman one time. And so I call my coworker up, and so they get on their register, and then I go back and I follow her around, pretend like I'm just cleaning up the store. And then when I get following her and I get close, I can't see anything. And this time she leaves with a backpack that's still about as full as when she walked in. So she could definitely tell someone was watching her, I think, right? So then the weird thing is we finally have inventory come around, and it's probably a good thing that it did, because that helped us figure some things out. But inventory is where they go in and they check everything in the store to make sure you have what you're supposed to have, and see how much you've lost from people just stealing stuff in their backpacks. Which is what they normally do, is they stuff a few items into their empty bag and they walk out without paying for it. So that's why this case is so weird. But when the inventory comes around, we have double of everything that we're supposed to. Twice as much of everything. And it is just so weird. And so so I go, we confront the lady. The district manager happens to be there this day, and the other manager's there, and they're in the office. But I go and I'm like, hey ma'am, I need to have a talk with you. you're doing some like really weird stuff. And I have my coworker go and grab the manager. So then what we find out what's happening finally is another location of our store. She says it's the worst, dirtiest store ever. It's so terrible. The people there are really bad employees, and like that location shouldn't even be open. It's so bad. So she figured that if she could sneak stuff into her backpack, and then if she brought it to our location, then it wouldn't really be stealing because it's still getting sold and the company's still making money. But yet that location wouldn't have anything to sell eventually, and then they would go out of business, and then only our good location would be around. Yeah, we banned her from the store, and like, I don't know what's gonna happen to her. I know like the police are talking to her, doing something, but really, really weird and unusual. And yeah, hopefully you guys liked the video. If you liked, then leave a like down below. If you want more stories from retail. Anyways, I'm Guy Who Works Retail, and yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next story. Whatever that was. Noisy motorcycle. Bye.